here we have two sine waves. All right, so at this point and at this point, both of these guys are 0. So 0 plus 0 equals 0. If we go to this point here, this is 2, and this is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And so that point would be 4. Let's go to this point here. This is 0, and this is 0. So both are 0, so that would be again down here 0. And if we go to these points here, this is minus 2, and this is minus 2. Actually, it's over here, it's minus 2. Minus 2 and minus 2 is minus 4, which would go here. And so then if we curve this, we graph this curve, it looks like this. So it becomes a sine wave, just like the others. But these have an amplitude of 2. This has an amplitude of 4. So let's add together two more waves. So this one has an amplitude of 2. This one has an amplitude of 0. 2 plus 0 gives us 2. Let's move to this point here. At this point, this one is 0, and this one is 2, which again gives us a value of 2. If we go down to this spot here, this one is minus 2, and this is 0, so that gives us a minus 2 there. And if we go to this spot here and this spot here, this is 0, this is minus 2, which gives us a minus 2 over here. Now, let's do a couple intermediate points. So this point here is about 1.8, and this right here is 1, which gives us 2.8. So that's 2. So that point would be somewhere around there. All right, let's pick this point here. This is about 1.2, and this is about minus 1.8. So 1.2 and a minus 1.8 is a minus 0.6, which would be around here. And let's pick one point here. So this is about a minus 1.2. And this is about a minus 1.5. 1.5 minus 1.5 and minus 1.2 is minus 2.7, which is about here. So then if we were to draw this curve, it would look like this. All right, so this is another sine wave. Its maximum amplitude is about 3. The maximum amplitude of these two waves is 2. So this is a sine wave that is offset from these two with a larger amplitude. Let's look at these two sine waves. So once again, we're going to add them together. This is 0 and this is 0. That gives us 0. This point here is 2. This point is minus 2. 2 minus 2 gives us 0. Let's go to this point here. This is 0 and this is 0, which gives us 0. And let's go here. This is minus 2. This is plus 2. And minus 2 plus 2 gives us 0 again. In fact, if we look at both of these, they're opposites of each other. So this curve added together is just a straight line. These are two waves that are 180 degrees out of phase, or reverse polarity, and they cancel each other out. Let's look at these two waves now. This one is a sine wave with a high frequency. This one has a low frequency. And we could plot points individually like we did before, but probably what's going to work best for us here is to sort of use a little bit of guesswork here, or some intuition. So this sine wave moves up and down here like that. And this one goes up and down. If we add them together, this one is probably going to look like that, because this one is staying straight over an average period here. This one goes up and down. If this one is added to each other, it would shift like this. So the real combination of the two waves is that.